So during my woodland walk, I managed to find some pine needles. And when you look at the pine needles, they look spiky, but they're not too bad. They did give me an idea. Well, there's no better project right now to do with our pine cone needles than a spiky caterpillar. So simply draw a rough outline of a caterpillar, like the one in the drawing. Just a very thin, fine outline is fine. So we're not going to use pastels or felt tips today. I've just got some traditional watercolours. So I've already made a start and I'm just blotting in colours that I see in the caterpillar. So just go along and put in some of the colours that you can see. Start with the palest colour first, but the white areas just leave blank on your paper. So I've made a start now. I put some orange in as well as the yellow, but there's quite a bit of brown on him. So just put some brown on your brush and just start carefully adding it in. So you're just blending in the paint at this point. And keep going until you finish the whole caterpillar. Now if we look closely to your caterpillar, you'll see that there's some orange bumps going across the bottom. So going back to your orange paint, make sure you get a big load of orange on it. And just start to dab it into position. You need to start defining it a bit more now by using black. So using your black, it's just about now, carefully. So keep going until you finish the whole caterpillar. Define it carefully with your black paint. So your caterpillar should be looking a bit like this. Nice and bright and bold. Now we do want to sit him onto the piece of branch that he's holding onto, which is a couple of tones of green. So carefully, you're just going to use your paints and suggest that there's a branch there. And keep going until you've completed some kind of branch there. So it should begin to look like this. And what we want to do now is just get a very, very pale green. And almost put lots of water with it, just to create a wash in the background. Until it looks a bit like this. Keep going till you finish the whole page. The finished watercolour piece will look like this. Now we're going to wait for that to dry. Meanwhile, we're going back to our needles . When we look back to our picture, we can see all the spikes coming off him. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to glue our pine needles in to all the areas that are orange on here, because that's where all the spikes are coming out of. So you simply add in some glue and sticking your spikes in. Like so. Just keep going until you put the spikes everywhere you require. So there we have it, your finished art piece. an abstract piece of artwork of a spiky caterpillar using pine cone needles as the spikes.